Hi guys! So November is finally over, which means that it's time for another end of the month K-pop haul. So November was a pretty crazy month for me for various reasons, but today I'll be sharing all the K-pop related goods that I picked up in November. And I actually only have one new release to share with you, so I'm going to start off with that. And I received this a couple days ago actually. And that is Dreamcatcher's debut Japanese single album called Wet. And this is the version B. There are, I think, 3 different versions. So there's a version A, version B, and then a regular CD only version. And I went with version B because it comes with this DVD here and has some live footage from their Welcome to the Dream World tour in Tokyo. And so as many of you guys know, I love live footage, and there's not a lot of girl groups with a lot of live concert content out there. And Dreamcatcher is one of my favorite groups, so I definitely wanted to get this version of this. And so I've watched this already, and there's a lot of nice clips in here, and a pretty good selection of a lot of their tracks. So I was very pleased. The only downside is that this edition does not come with the original Japanese song, which I think is called I Miss You. And it's actually a really nice song. I think people have uploaded it to YouTube, so you can listen to it there. But it's a very J-pop sort of sound with rock influences. So I really can't wait for them to release more original Japanese content. And packaging wise, it's very basic. You just have the tray to hold both the CD and DVD, the OB strip, and then this booklet here is also very basic. So I'll just flip through this quickly to show you. But it's just mostly lyrics in here with this flame detail. So I have another sort of newish release that I'll go into later. But for now, I'm going to go into some things that I picked up while I was in Atlanta a few weeks ago. And so as I mentioned, I think in another video, I went to Atlanta to go see Day 6 with my friend Sana from Sana Storia here on YouTube. And it was one of the best concerts that I've been to stateside, for sure. And we really lucked out in getting front row seats and P1 tickets. So I think that also made the experience just really magical. And Day 6 just sounded really good live. When it comes to bands, I'm very critical about any sort of K-rock group that comes out onto the scene. So I've always been a little hesitant with Day 6 as a band because I haven't been exposed to a lot of their live footage or concerts on YouTube. And other than a few fan cams, which I don't think they have really the best fan cams available. So I wasn't really sure how to judge them and what they would sound like live. But this concert definitely kind of swept those reservations aside, and they sounded really great. And our seat was actually right in front of Brian, who's my bias, and he was just kind of giving it the entire night, and it was a lot of fun to watch, for sure, and dance too. Yeah, there was a lot of dancing, which was fun. And so when I was in Atlanta, I was able to pick up 2 of the things that Sana was holding for me, because sometimes whenever there's an M-Wave order or Yes Asia sale, we sometimes just order things together so that we could ship items out to either one of us separately in like a combined order. So yeah, we've done this a few times. And one thing that she made an order for was for FTIsland's What If on Signed album. And so I'm so happy to finally have this, and it's so beautiful. And I'm just going to do a little flip through here, since there are plenty of unboxings of this elsewhere on YouTube. But I haven't really talked about this album, and I definitely didn't talk about it when it came out. But zooming in on the track list here, I'll admit that I was slightly disappointed that they put out a mini album instead of a full-length album, because the last few years, I guess, prees have been spoiled with full-length albums from them pretty consistently. And one of these tracks is actually a Korean remake of one of their Japanese singles. So we got 5 new songs, and I'm not really sure if we're going to get any other Korean group release before enlistments start at this rate. So this is the last thing that we're getting from FTIsland for a while, which is a little sad. And the title track is a lot of fun. It sort of plays homage to when FTIsland was doing a lot of their pop rock sort of music, instead of what they've been going for since 2015 with their I Will album. But I really do like all the tracks on this. I think the B-sides are definitely superior to the title track, mostly because they fit my taste more. But Dance With You, Nowhere, Fade Out, which features Yuna from AOA, and Who I Am are just really good, solid tracks. I think Who I Am is probably my standout because I just love a good sort of emotionally driven ballad from FTIsland, but I really do like the other 3 B-sides as well. And Paradise is a good song. I've talked about it, I think, before when they released this in Japan. But I'm very happy to finally have my hands on this physical album. And for cards, I actually have 2 different sets of cards because I got one set before and then one came with this album. And these are the 2, I guess, film strips that I have. So I have Memories and Sehan's here. And then for the regular fitted cards, I have Jaejin and Jonghyun's here. And then the other thing Sana was holding for me was this novel of Junho's drama Chief Kim. And so this was heavily discounted on Yes Asia, which is why I went and asked her to buy it for me when she was picking up a few things during their sale. And there's 2 different random covers you could get. This is the one that I wanted because it's slightly different than the images on a lot of the other Chief Kim, I guess, merchandise out there. I think the greenish teal color of this has just the image that's on the OST. And to just do a little quick flip through, because there are surprisingly a lot of pictures, and not just of these sort of sketches, which were running kind of throughout the Chief Kim show series that are fun. But you have a lot of stills from like the drama, which was cool to see, and a lot of Juno, which of course is very nice for me. So there's a lot of different images than some of the other merchandise that they had for Chief Kim, like their special making DVD. So I was very pleased with my decision to pick this up. I do like all the little cartoons included as well. And to go back to day 6. So after the concert, I think both Sana and I were a little, I don't want to use this word, but we were basically shook. And I think both of us have day 6 much higher on our bias list than before. And for me personally, my concert experience with them kind of sealed the deal when it comes to, I guess, me standing them and trying to collect them more extensively. The day following the concert, I put an order in for their concert DVD that came out somewhat recently. So their Best Moments concert from their Everyday 6 project. And so this is a nice little package here. I'm not going to do an unboxing of it because there have been some of my days that have unboxings for it already on YouTube. But you get 3 discs in here, which is great. The first, I guess I'll show you here. The first 2 discs are of the actual final concert that they had, I think at the Olympic Stadium in Seoul. And the 3rd disc here has some really nice bonus content, various clips from all of their many concerts they had leading up to their finale concert. And you also get a nice photo book with pictures from mostly the finale concert that's featured on the first 2 discs. But they also have, as you see here, some photos from other of their monthly concerts, which I thought was kind of nice to include. And this DVD also came with photo cards. So all the DVDs came with this group card here. And then you could also get a random member card. And so I was very happy to pull this one, which is Brian. And I'm trying to collect basically all of his cards now, which I feel a little silly doing this for another JYP group because of how many cards they have. But pulling him here just, I guess, made my life a little easier. And so I bought that DVD from Kpop Town, and in the same order, I added their Youth World Tour photo book. So this is basically the concert that I saw in Atlanta, but these pictures here are what they were selling at their Seoul, I guess, first leg of that world tour, which is still ongoing. I think they just announced some dates for Europe and had some pre-sales for that recently. But to just do a quick flip through, which I don't know if this has had an unboxing on YouTube yet, but I imagine. I think there's a lot of people who collect Day 6 pretty extensively, but there's some really nice images in this photo book, and I'm really happy Sungjin doesn't have his shaved head, which he's sporting right now, because I do miss this hair on him. But yeah, there's some just nice, lovely outdoor scenes of all the members. And so this is not the last Day 6 thing that I bought last month. When I placed the order for Dreamcatcher's debut single, I also added in their The Best Day CD DVD version. And so this is a compilation album of a lot of songs from their Everyday 6 project. And you have some English versions as well as the Japanese version of I Wait, which is really nice. And I wanted to get the DVD version because they do have some live studio footage on here of those 3 English versions, which are pretty cool to watch. And there's also a nice photo book for a Japanese release. So I'll share that, I guess, quickly here. So we have this here. Hold the CD and DVD. I believe this is just lyrics, since they have a separate photo book. So these are, I think, are translations of the Korean songs into Japanese. And these are the lyric page. And this little photo book is really nice. So I'm glad I picked up this version instead of just going with the regular version. So this is what this looks like. And this release also comes with photo cards. And I ended up pulling J here. Get to focus. And this is similar to the photo shoot that was in that little mini photo book. And I feel like I'm slightly J-cursed. I have quite a lot of his photo cards, especially ones that I still want to trade for Brian. So if anyone happens to collect J and have Brian's to trade, please contact me. But yeah, I've had some difficulty trying to trade Day 6 cards. And now the second to last thing here, I'm just going to share briefly because this was included in my last video when I made my Japonica Market order. But I ended up getting a drama DVD, surprisingly. And so this is Memory, which is the first drama that Junho had a role in. And I ended up snagging this for an amazing deal because these drama DVDs are really expensive. They tend to be at least $125 before shipping. But I picked this up completely brand new. So this was actually sealed in plastic wrap for 2,500 yen, so about $25 USD. So I was very happy to snag that. And it also came with the pre-order, or I guess first press benefits, whatever they were called. And so those included the script sort of book, which again was brand new. I had to take it out of its plastic wrap, and there are some images for each section, which I keep flipping over. But that's what those look like. And I was actually storing some of the other first press benefits. So they also came with these signed cards of the cast. And yes, this is the last one that I keep in here. And the ones I keep in my binder is the group one, which has Juno in the back there, as well as his card. And now last, but certainly not least, I finally received some fan goods that I made an order for months ago, kind of in the earlier part of this year. And there's various reasons for the delay, but I'm happy that they're finally here. And so there's this Japanese hottest who makes these mini dolls of all the 2PM members. And I just couldn't resist, and I bought an entire set of these little mini dolls. And up front, I'm going to say that I'm not a doll person at all. I never liked Barbie or any sort of doll figures growing up. I always found them a little creepy, and I don't usually like K-pop dolls at all. But I made an exception for these dolls here because they kind of look more like stuffed animals than dolls. But this is Junkei's Pan-K doll. There's a lot of nice details, which I thought I've made these little doll figures really cute. So that's what Junkei's looks like. And then this is Kun's doll with, again, really cute kind of paw print details. And that's what the back of it looks like. And then for Taekyeon's Oak Cat, again, you have some really cute details, the paw print. And so they are dolls because they obviously have like human-like faces, but I think because of how they're outfitted and they're small enough, they kind of look more like stuffed animals. So I think that's why I was more okay with these than the traditional K-pop dolls. Now for the young boys, this is Woo Young's, and instead of paw prints, there's little heart stubs at the back. It's cute. And then Junho's with more little heart details. And the last one is Chansung's, which is obviously not an animal, but he did get a little purple paw print on the back. And so this fan actually manufactures these, I think, fairly often. This isn't the first run of these dolls. The order I placed, I think I placed it when she was making some outfits for all these little dolls, but I just ended up ordering the set because I didn't have these from before. So she might make them again. I'm not really sure, but they are really cute. So I'll link the information to that fan's Twitter page down in the description. So if you want to, you could keep an eye out to see if she'll be making more or not. But she did include these little postcards of all the characters, which is cute, as well as some stickers. So there was one for every member, because I guess I ordered the full set. So they're cute too. And then there's some group stickers, which I got a lot. I guess I included one for every order. So a lot of this design, and then two from this design. So that was it for things that I picked up in November. So I didn't get too much, but there are some really, I guess, quality things that I'm really happy are finally in my collection. And then for December is going to be a crazy release month for me. In the past, December is usually sort of the sleeper month, I feel like, without too many new releases, but I have so many things pre-ordered right now. I have Day 6's second part of their Youth series pre-ordered. I have Nikun's Japanese solo debut ordered, Hongi's Japanese solo mini album ordered. I should be getting Homan's Jealous Japanese singles in because I put those in the same order as both Hongi's and Kun's albums. I'm also getting TVXQ's Blu-ray of their Begin Again at Nissan Stadium concert, and I'm also planning to pre-order New Chapter #2 mini album that's coming out on their 15th anniversary. And I also have GOT7's repackage coming out, which I'm very excited for because I loved Present You, and this repack has all the unit songs that they performed at their concert, and I'm really excited to have studio versions of that. And then I also have a huge package that's coming from Japan that someone was very nice to build up for me with Junho's The Best album that's coming out on December 5th. So both the box set, his fan club version, and then they're also including Nikun's fan club version and some goods from Junho's concert tour that he's having next month. So I'm gonna have a lot of things coming in, as well as a Zen Market package. So December is going to be a very hectic month with all the new K-pop coming out, the holidays. It's also my birthday month, so there's going to be a lot going on. And so for videos coming out next month, I will do unboxings for the new 2 PM things, of course. I have the Secret Santa video is going to be uploaded very soon in the next couple days. And I have plans to do the 2018 favorite K-pop album tag that I did last year with a few modifications. And I also have a tutorial series of sorts about how to organize your K-pop photo card binders. So during my 2 PM photo card collection update, I mentioned I would make this video. So I've outlined what I'm going to be saying and doing in that video, and I'm going to cut it up into 2 parts. So hope you guys find those useful. But that is it for this video. So until next time, bye guys.